I eat my food pretty fast, so
Good job.
yeah.
Welcome, everybody, to an episode of Pixels to Politics, episode 53, 54 of season 2. We have a softer episode compared to the one on Saturday, 53, but we are going to do a follow up on the Epstein stuff. The House did vote to release the files, but it's going to come with some caveats that we'll talk about. There's been like quite a few explosions in different countries and different factories. Don't know if it's meaningful, connected or anything, but some interesting stuff. And we've got some social stuff, some spyware in phones, some usual conspiracy things. Yeah. And maybe some lighter news we'll talk about at the end, some like gaming stuff, just because it's been it's been a disgusting week of content. Real gross
Yeah.
shit. And I personally just need a little break, I'd say. Something a little softer.
Yeah, I don't know, Doug. I feel like if you need to put spyware onto people's phones to figure out a question that can be easily answered by the average person walking down the street, which is, do they like your country controlling their country? The answer is no, they don't. And the reality of it is that you're wasting a shit ton of money with Samsung and Apple to put spyware on people's phones for a question that you could ask any homeless person sitting on the side of the street, and it'd give you the answer to it as a general basis, right?
Well, so for those who know what we're talking about, the Chinese, the Brazilians, and quite a few other countries found out that Israel has installed spyware on pretty much every Samsung device, not just Samsung, but also some Apple devices. However, I've seen the Apple story get hushed. So, congratulations if you're watching that from us. So yeah, it's pretty much all Samsung phones. And in response, of course, the Chinese were like, okay, we'll just ban the phone. And not just the Chinese, but Brazilians and quite a few other countries are just like, yeah, we're okay, we'll just ban the sale of iPhones and Samsung phones. And I don't I mean, I'm trying really hard to hold back my anger about this stuff. I'm not going to lie, because how can a country that calls itself our greatest ally just continuously stab us in the back over and over and over and over again?
Well, Doug, I will say once again, this is an Israeli W. Technically speaking, this is an Israeli W. They have put spyware on everyone's phones. No one didn't know until now, and they've just been monitoring everyone's data. That's based as fuck, if I'm being honest with you. That's what I would have done.
I
That's what
think
they
it.
did.
I think it's a W if you don't get caught. However, they did get caught. This
Hmm.
is it's not some. I don't understand them at all. I really don't. The minimum to not getting hated by everyone in the world, I feel like is small. You know what I mean?
I
like, I,
I
I feel like it's not hard. I really,
I
I really do.
I think the council advisors have forgone the fact that there's no longer concern about whether or not they're hated. I think that cat's out of the bag at this point. It's
It's
no longer about being hated. It's about becoming the best villain you can be.
fair enough. I do think you're on that arc of, oh, like we hated you the whole time. You hate us. It changes nothing. We still think of you as
It's
sheep.
like
It's
I,
like,
I, like let me bring up that one meme from Mad Men Elevator meme. I should be able to just go into images. It'll pop right up. Come on, Brave. You can do it. Are we being for real right now?
oh,
We're being for real right now.
there's been a cloud fire problem all day long. So
Oh, Cloudflare. That's right.
30% of the entire world's internet traffic has just been shut down. So that was pretty cool.
Oh,
And again, try and convince me that there isn't a cyber war going on. Try.
yeah. There it is. Nope, that's not it. God damn it. Where is it? Here it is. Nope, that's not it either. I'm trying to find the exact image. Yeah, I feel bad for you. Oh my, the quality is getting worse. Brave, this is not okay. This is not okay. He says, I feel bad for you. And he says, I don't think about you at all.
Yeah.
It's kind of just how what it's become at this point. Brave, please do something. This is horrendous. I've never had such a horrible experience in a browser before. I love the Brave ad blocker. I think that's great. but everything else sucks. So if you could just fix the everything else part, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. Israeli spyware. And everyone's, you know what's so funny? I was talking with a friend of mine today, and
Yeah,
they did in this particular issue with the globalists. You know, the globalists.
yeah,
I didn't think they would ever realize what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You picking up what
yeah,
I'm putting down about it? And
yeah,
they dropped a hint today. Dropped a hint. They were pretty, dropped a hammer about it. They were like,
yeah,
yeah, we were talking about the Mexico thing. They were like, yeah, fuck
yeah,
those people. And I was just like,
yeah.
oh, okay. I
Well,
didn't realize you were based. My bad, dude.
yeah.
So
That's
yeah.
the Mexicans have done more in the span of 2 weeks than we in America have done in the span of over 100 years to deal with this problem.
It's so absurd. And on top, so if you didn't know either, Mexico or Mexicans, mostly Gen Z, they got pissed off at Scheinbaum, who's their president, a Jewish woman who pretty much rose up on the back of the cartels. And the Gen Z were pissed off because of, the cartel killed that mayor we covered a few weeks ago. I can't remember
Oh
his
yeah,
name.
yeah.
And
I
so
can't remember his name either.
yeah,
Yeah.
they stormed the palace, and it was pretty bad. I'm sure you can find a bunch of videos. I have them
Oh yeah,
here.
no, I found look, they even have they have the Star of David or the Star of Rimpan on the bottom left here crossed out, and they have Jewish horror written in Spanish on the walls.
No, and they won't cover it. The U.S. news won't cover any of this stuff. They won't cover it because they know it'll increase anti-Semitism. As a matter of fact, there are talks about them. I hate the words hate speech. I really do. That do you want to trigger me? Say the words hate speech. I'll lose my fucking mind. There's talk.
Doug, I will say,
Yeah.
I played a lot of Arc Raiders the past few
Oh,
days.
yeah.
I'm starting to believe in hate speech the second the second I get killed. A lot of words come out of my mouth that I'm not proud of.
Funny enough, Arc Raiders is on the list. I want to talk about
Oh,
that
cool.
game, but we'll wait to the end.
I've been
We'll wait to the
addicted. I've
end.
been addicted.
We'll wait to the end. I want to end on a good note, and I think that game is ending on a good note. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, this is so ridiculous. So not only does the U.S. not cover the Mexican revolution going on, but they also don't cover the Israeli spyware being found on Samsung phones and Apple phones because
No.
that could be considered anti-Semitism. And so we move from one administration who says you can't criticize the LGBTQ and minority community because it's hate speech, and now we move on to the next one where we can't criticize Israel, our greatest ally, literally losing us, I don't know, billions of dollars and just stabbing us all the time because it's also considered hate speech. I fucking hate the words hate speech. It loses my mind because all it is an excuse for the government, both administration or both sides, to fucking squash it, to shut you up. That's all it is. That's all it is. And here's what's going to
Well,
happen. Yeah. So,
I actually agree with the term hate speech. You're right. We do hate you. Do something about it.
they are. That they will. And
Do something about it, bro. What are you gonna do? Huh?
shadow ban us.
I don't know.
Shadow ban us. That's what they do. That's the new
That's fine.
form. That's the new form of punishment for going against
Yeah.
the regime. It's shadow banning and it's silencing you. That's what they do.
I think what people don't. I think people wouldn't care if we, about the whole Israel thing. If they would just be honest about it and be like, yeah, America is a proxy country of Israel and it's owned by Israel. Instead of wasting time with the whole jargon of, oh, America's great, United States of America, 50 stars on the flag, 13 tribes for the colonies, blah, blah, blah. I don't give 2 fucks. I don't give 2 fucks. Where's my money? Where my money? Don't give 2 fucks. Israel can pay me right now and I won't say a damn thing about Israel. Israel can pay me right fucking, like, you can give me fucking $50, cash at me $50 and won't say a damn thing about Israel on the street. That's how it is. Welcome to the world. Money owns the world.
Schumacher posted something on X about anti-Semitism, and I replied with, "Nice 7K, buddy."
Yeah.
It's
Where's our
ridiculous.
7K?
It is so
Where's our 7K?
it is so blatant in your face. It's almost insulting. It really is. It is. They're pissing on you and they're calling it rain, and they just are not shy about it at all. And this is
Yeah.
what it results to. It results into our hardware and software getting banned. It results in revolutions across the globe. I mean, and to be honest with you, some of the people I know who are quite honorable. They're nice people. They're politically correct usually. Even they're getting pissed off, and I just cannot. I mean, how do we find a way to blame them? I really don't. You literally can't do anything right at all. You just
Yeah.
don't, and I just don't get it. Like, it's so ridiculous. But hey, you control our president, you control most of Congress. Like, you won. It is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. People keep voting for these same fuckers over and over and over again. You've mind controlled the boomer population. You've mind controlled all the, well, most of the TikTokers. It is what it is. What can we do?
Well, I mean, Doug, I think it's less mind controlled and more just regular controlled when it comes to TikTok. But I just want them to stop with the $1 trillion propaganda. Just come mask off. I'm tired of seeing the bullshit. Come at. We've already seen all the videos of the people over in Israel talking about killing innocent children, committing heinous acts against the Muslims over there, acting like they're complete dog shit animals. Just go mask off. It's your villain arc. It's time. Mask off. Announce World War III. Let's get this over with. I'm impatient as fuck. Actually, wait until I'm done with Hunter x Hunter. Then we can start the World War III.
You know what sucks? Is the US has really good allies. Like, I think Japan is probably our actual greatest ally, especially right now with the new president. Like, I think if you were on the
Japan's getting
list.
nuked. Japan's getting nuked. I'm sorry. It has to happen. It's fate at this point.
Maybe. They did insult China. China was not having it. Well, so we'll see what happens. But
they always insult China. If they hate China, you could have like the nicest, most Christian lady get elected in Japan. It's the second you mention China, they're like, we need to skewer these Chinese dogs.
They're so based. Wait, it just sucks. I think there's a lot of people, a lot of countries across the globe who are the most loyal to the U.S. It's insane. I mean,
yeah.
Japan is one of them. Japan is fucking fantastic, and instead we end up with this joke of an ally, and it's so ridiculous. I mean, you have Europe, who's completely useless, and then you have some South American countries and some African countries that genuinely try their best. They like give us cows as gifts and shit. You know what I mean? Like, they just try their best, and I love that. That's fantastic. And then you have Israel, who's like, "Yeah, I'm your best friend." It's just like, oh, all right.
Yeah, put spyware on your phones, lie to you about everything, control your speech.
Yeah.
Get
silence
grant
you,
money from
kill
you guys,
you,
cut off taxpayer dollars.
Cut off your bank account. Fucking make sure you can never make a single dollar. Silence you on the internet with bots. I'd like the amount of steps they go to control the U.S. population is just so fucking crazy. But yeah, we did mix two. Do you want to pull up some of the riot footage? I mean, it was getting pretty fierce. I thought genuinely they were going to dispose of the Mexican president. I really thought they were. And I was like trying to keep an eye on it while we were filming. I think it was the last episode. And, it took everything in me not to bring it up because obviously we were doing the deep dive and it is what it is.
This is the equivalent of a bunch of Americans storming the White House.
Yeah.
The funniest part is I think they're being a lot more civil to the Mexicans storming this than the people, that guard the White House would be to people that would storm the White House.
Oh, for sure. Right. I mean, it's a massive crowd. I don't know what'll happen if it'll happen again. I don't even understand how they were able to stop this.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of crazy.
But yeah, the Mexican president, Sheinbaum, she's a total crook. I mean, she killed off 14 of her competitors. She's completely in bed with the cartels. They run the country. She's an enemy to her own people. I mean, it's not, it's very obvious at this point. And most people know this. There's nothing hidden about this.
Oh, no, not at all.
So, hey, good job, Mexicans. Good job. We don't usually say that too often on this show. We normally say other things.
The Nazi Mexicans.
Well, again, they do it to themselves. I don't know what to say. Like, this is what happens when you do what you do. Like, it's pretty crazy. So yeah, they had these giant metal barriers put up to try and stop the protesters, and the protesters just ripped them down.
They actually painted the barricades, it looks like.
I think that was the protesters.
Yeah.
So you can see them. I think that's pepper spray or tear gas.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Again,
he's wearing a Naruto hoodie.
respect to the Gen Zers, man. Respect to the Gen Zers getting in there.
What's so weird to me is how easy it is to get a gun in Mexico and how none of them have fucking guns.
Is it easy?
I mean, the cartels seem to be able to find them like it's candy. I don't know.
Why do you think that is?
Probably United States government, but
Yeah,
you never know.
it's my guess too.
It's a real Mexico. For sale. It looks fun. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's not for sale anymore.
We'll keep an eye on this. I don't think it'll slow down. Oh wow, they're really.
Oh, come on, green helmet. You had to be a perfect opportunity.
Oh!
They're dragging him away. Beat his nuts.
My God.
Beat his nuts.
They're jumping him.
That's hilarious. I love Mexico.
Why does that guy got fucking?
He's hitting
my
him.
Lord.
Holy shit.
This guy, they're
He's
kidnapping him.
That dude's gonna end up at an early retirement after
For
dealing
sure.
with this.
Pick the wrong side, buddy. That's what you get for betraying your people.
He's like, please, no. I just get paid. I just get paid money. Please, do you have money? Just give me money and I'll leave.
I'm 1 day from retirement.
I'm 1 day from retirement, please.
It's a beautiful palace.
Dude, I love Mexico now. At first I was like,
I know,
I'm
right?
kind of tired of Mexico and all the bullshit they keep sending us. But now I'm like, you know what, Mexico? You're all right. You guys are kind of all right.
Now that we sent them all back,
Yeah.
they're overthrowing their government.
Well, Pablo, if we have to do something about it, I guess we have to do something about it.
It's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people. I think some people are just there like it's vacation. Like one guy's got like a beach umbrella. He's probably just sitting there with a beer koozie, just chilling, enjoying his day. That's got to be the life, Doug.
We'll keep an eye on it. I'm sure it'll escalate more.
See, they don't care if you hate other people. The blacks hate the whites, or the blacks hate the Mexicans, or if the whites hate the Asians, or if the Asians hate the Mexicans. They don't care about any of that. But the second you start mentioning anything related to Israel, then it's like, oh, this is hate speech. It has to be stopped. It's anti-Semitic. You know.
Yep.
I think that's the problem people have. Oh, look at that. What the hell?
Oh, this guy's bleeding. This will get demonetized on YouTube.
They probably hit him with a beanbag.
Probably. He's like, I'm fine.
Damn, base Mexico. What's even funny is that like Mexicans like look more white than some people I've met that aren't even yeah. I think it's pretty funny. He's like, yeah, I gotta. Now we just need to send all the people that are waving the Mexican flag in America back to Mexico so they can proceed to do absolutely nothing about this problem.
I mean, they'll probably be on the opposite side.
Mexico's going to get Waymos. We're going to send those people back. And then, the protesters are going to be like, please help us storm the Capitol. And they're going to see the Waymos and be like, to burn the Waymos. We have to burn the Waymos. There's 5 vehicles. But they're owned by a third-party company. They're not even owned. They're just going to start burning the fucking Waymos.
Yeah. Again, there she is.
Mexico's
la
guerra contra el narco no es opción.
Waging
to the war against the narco is not an option.
No es
is not an option.
Primero,
first, because it's outside the framework of the law. All of these of the right wing that fill their mouths are the words rule of law and defend the war against the narco. The war against the narco is outside of the law because, as I said or have said on several occasions, it is permission to kill without any trial.
What?
And that in Mexico, nobody or very few are in agreement. It is outside the framework of the law. It did not serve any purpose other than to increase homicides in Mexico, the level of violence.
Entonces, estos llamados autoritarios, porque
these
son
are called authoritarian because they are authoritarian.
Es ir hacia el
going towards fascism.
There it is. There's the magic word, fascism.
It's fascist to kill cartel people.
Yep. How wonderful is that? Like, this is something that keeps getting pushed. It's in the U.S. too, where, they always say it's fascism. It's fascism. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I don't care if it is. By the way, one of the safest countries in the world is run by a fascist. And I say fascist in quotation marks. It's just under their definition. And their
Honestly, base
country is
fashion.
doing fantastic, by the way. The guy just keeps buying a bunch of Bitcoin and making and is making billions of dollars. He's turned their small country economy into one of the fastest growing. He's turned their country into one of the safest, and it's actually booming.
Here at Poland, we have Bitcoin.
Poland, another country run by fascism.
Yeah.
It's not what I was
How
thinking
much
of.
illegal terrorism does Poland have? That's how they say Poland over there in English. It's kind of funny, actually.
If you force me to choose between throwing open my borders, letting in a bunch of criminals, and not killing them because of what was her logic? I don't know, something about violence or some shit. Yeah, then I choose fascism every time. I don't even think it's even close.
No, absolutely. The $1 trillion propaganda has failed, Doug. It has failed. The optics are gone. There are no more optics anymore. You have lost the optic war. You've managed to make people on both the right and the left hate you somehow, which is actually kind of impressive. That's a pretty big fuck up, if you ask me. I think there's going to need to be some firing going on. You know, I don't think I think your council of advisors might need to be replaced with a younger crowd that understands things better. Sorry to say. If I were Israel in this situation, there is no way to save Scheinbaum. Scheinbaum is going to get ousted one way or the other. This is unavoidable. I say you replace Scheinbaum with someone that looks less Jewish, because once again, the big crooked nose is a dead giveaway. It's a dead giveaway. I'm sorry. The side profile of her not doing her any favors, and she's already destroyed her reputation by saying we're not going after the cartel. I would implant a new Jewish president that doesn't look Jewish, and that just says they're going to go after the cartels and then actually do nothing about it the entire time, while people have the illusion that something is happening. That's what I would do. So I would kill Scheinbaum, actually, or pretend to kill her, move her out, and then replace her with a new Jewish president. Are you taking notes, Israel? Are you taking notes? Take notes. Come on, I'm helping you. This is for free. This is for free. This is free advice.
And
you can't get this anywhere.
And the U.S. should just start bombing the cartels. I don't like. I don't. There's this thing where
the cartels is how they peddle drugs. And that's how they make money off the drug market that funds the FBI, CIA, etc.
I don't know what's going on. There's like some weird shift where they're trying to, I don't know if they're still going to peddle drugs or not, but there's a new shift in foreign policy when it comes to South America, and it has a lot to do with China. They don't say it. They don't say that the reason we want to fight Venezuela and out the guy is because of things with China. China's been moving in a lot of these floating oil drilling platforms off the coast of Venezuela and I think it's Uruguay. I always mix up Uruguay and Paraguay. I don't know why. It's Uruguay, whatever country is off the northeast coast of South America. There's a bunch of oil there, and Venezuela's laying claim to it. It's not theirs. However, they asked for help from China. China is now sending in a bunch of ships. They're sending in a bunch of oil drilling platforms to go and get the oil. And all of a sudden, the U.S. is like, wow, we got to really care about what's going on, in the region. And so that's what I think is going on there. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna layer two things here. The mayor for New York, Mamdani, was like, yeah, we're not going to answer. We're going to start answering to international law. But you don't know, the U.S. does not answer to the ICC. We don't. We never have. And depending on who's president, we even get less or more involved with the UN. I don't think we should be involved at all. But basically,
the UN, it doesn't even hardly exist, to be honest. It's kind of just a sham.
True. We shouldn't get involved at all. And if I'm being entirely honest with you, I think we should disrespect international law a little bit. It is what it is, okay? If the president of Mexico is saying they're not going to go after the cartels are causing hundreds of thousands of deaths in America, dude, we could fire laser beams from space that would trim that chick's eyebrows, okay? I don't even think it's a question. I would immediately just be like, I don't care. Just start bombing. Like in reality, what can they do? What would be the response? Please stop it. Start bombing the cartels, okay? It's not a question. It's really not. And we could be so precise that we only kill the cartel members because it's just ridiculous. You cannot have somebody on your border who's being led by a president who says, yeah, we're not going to go after cartels because fascism, it's fascist. You can't. How can you do that? How can you be a first world country at the top and also directly below you have a third world country run by narco terrorists. How? You cannot. You can't. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm so tired of us having to answer to people who are just outright like lying 24/7, stabbing us in the back, fucking. They don't have the technology to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, their response is nothing. Like, they can't do anything about it. I don't care about international law. I don't. What's the UN gonna do? Over half the UN's funding comes from the US. Fuck them, dude. Who cares?
Yeah.
Bomb the narco terrorists. The end. Like, I wouldn't even give a fuck. I'd be like, hey, look, either you deal with the problem or we deal with the problem. You have 24 hours to give me an answer. Oh, the answer is you don't want to be fascist? No problem. I have no qualms with being called fascist. And then I would order you wouldn't even need F-22s to go and do this job. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
you can send in the F-15s. You like throw in the old World War II artillery.
I mean, to be fair, you could just send in like a World War One,
Right?
sprayer plane with fucking Agent Orange on it. You can just
Bro.
go from there.
It's not. This is ridiculous. We're basically answering to 1600 tribal warriors. You know, it's retarded. They're holding us hostage at this point. I think it's ridiculous. Start bombing them, and then don't stop until they're all gone. And Scheinbaum is on her knees begging for us. I don't even know. Keep going then. To be honest with you, it's so stupid that the U.S. has to answer to basically what amounts to tribal leaders from, hundreds of years ago. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
The funny hat guys.
The funny hat guys. Yes, exactly.
Yes, the funny hat. It's like, but it's just how it is, right? That's just how it is, right? This is a proxy country of Israel. This is not
Well,
the United States of America. It's just not.
I think that plays a role, but I also think there's been a lot of people who are just presidents and politicians who are just scared of optics. Optics seems to play a major role in foreign policy at the moment, and for me, it drives me nuts because we used to be a country where literally foreign citizens were terrified to go anywhere near an American because if an American was killed or harmed in some other country, the planes would start flying overhead immediately. Like, it became a massive threat. And somehow we've gone to Americans being absolutely hated, constantly threatened, and it's just happening within our own country is kind of the first problem, but it's happening to our south and it's happening to our north, and that's insane. That's abnormal. We used to be hailed, when we showed up. We were the kings. It's just ridiculous. There's no who cares who cares what people in the UN think if we start bombing the narco terrorists to our south. I would just say go fuck yourself. Call it a day. You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, that should be the response.
Doug, but if Israel paid me money, I would love Israel with all my heart.
Okay. All right, we'll move on. You guys get the point. So we did kind of skip over the Epstein stuff after last week, or it wasn't even a week ago. It was a few days ago. Just a few hours ago today, the 18th of November, they have voted on the release of all of the Epstein files, or most of them, that's left or unchanged. The House passed it. It's got to go to the Senate. The Senate said they'll probably make changes to the thing. It'll probably go through. What we'll get, you can debate about what it'll look like. No doubt it'll be modified in some way, shape, or form. There'll be shit missing, shit's deleted. I mean, the Epstein files have gone through 3 presidents, all of which have some stake in it. There's just no doubt that it's been edited. And then I want to play this clip of House Speaker Mike Johnson. This is what he said before the voting.
Let's take a look.
National security concerns, okay? The discharge requires the Attorney General to release within 30 days, quote, classified information to the maximum extent possible. This ignores the principle that declassification should always rest, and always has rested, with the agency that originated the intelligence. Why? So that they can protect.
So,
Go ahead.
This is literally an admission that the Epstein files are a direct connection to an intelligence agency.
Yes.
And the fact that he doesn't say which intelligence agency tells me it's a foreign one. Which one is it? Gee, I I could never guess in a million years. You could give me a million years and I'd never be able to guess this. I wonder who it could be. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Their critical sources and methods. It is incredibly dangerous to demand that officials or employees of the DOJ declassify materials that originated in other agencies, in intelligence agencies.
Oh, he just said it out loud. He just said it out loud. It didn't even. Right after you said it, he said it.
And other intelligence, dude, come on, dude. No one cares if it's dangerous anymore. At this point, people just want to fucking nuke to blow something up. At this point, people don't give two shits. Release the shit.
You're not
just
wrong.
Fucking release it.
People are getting so riled up, so pissed off. I don't think they realize it. I don't think they get it, like, at all. You're really pissing people off to a point where we're gonna end up like the Mexicans storming the castle. Like, you guys, you need to give the people something at minimum, and you're giving us just. I mean, I don't even call this breadcrumbs. Like, we skimmed through it.
It's little Timmy's birthday again. It's his 12th birthday, and for the last 11 birthdays, he's been beaten up with the second he got home. And it's the 12th birthday, and it's like, gee, I wonder what's gonna happen the second I get home. And he gets fucking raped instead. It's like, God, give me a fucking break.
Yeah, except little Timmy is kind of growing up and is armed with an AR-13. So,
yeah. It's 6 years later, and the FBI is giving him an assault rifle. He's about ready to go to down on his parents.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Like, you can't. I just don't understand what is going through their heads that they think they can say stuff like that out loud. Like, is there a disconnect between intelligence? Like, do you think we're stupid? Do you think we would agree with you? Because, if you think we would agree with you that we should be protecting a foreign agency by not arresting pedophiles, look, buddy,
we're also ignoring the fact that Epstein is literally still alive.
Yeah, I mean, people keep sending us videos of him running around. It's kind of funny. Someone sent me a video recently of it.
Yeah, it's like he's literally still alive. He's literally still alive. Like, and we're just supposed to pretend like he's dead. Like, dude, buddy's still alive. You're telling me he knows all these people. He's friends with all these people. You mean to tell me that you can't give me any security footage of him inside his fucking cell? Please. Let's not.
This is just so beyond ridiculous. I'm gonna repeat the same thing I said last episode when we did the Epstein deep dive. The FBI lied on camera. They lied on camera. The director, Kash Patel, he sat down. He said, "Yep, Jeffrey Epstein did not sell children to other people." Well, Larry Summers, his bestie, who was pretty much living with him, stepped down today because of the fact that this guy was still had a job. Not only that, but he was running Harvard.
Yeah.
I mean, come the fuck on, man. He steps down. Listen, there's just no way you can convince me, A, that a foreign agency and local intelligence agencies were tracking this guy. Okay. B, that he wasn't selling to other people. Like, these things just don't make sense, man. You just keep lying so blatantly in front of us. We can very easily pick it apart. And you expect us to not get mad? I don't get it. You just can't expect us to be okay with you protecting pedophiles. Like, I just don't want to tell you. Like, maybe that's what you think is okay. Like, you come out and you're like, oh yeah, but that pedophile worked for the CIA or the fucking Israeli Foreign Intelligence Agency. Like, we don't agree. We just disagree. We think we should go kill him and arrest him anyway. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry there's a difference here in perspective.
What's insane to me is that no one wants to go down in history, right? Think about the people that are going to go down in history. Is it going to be the people that sat there and defended this entire malpractice bullshit, right? Like all these pedophiles in the upper echelons of government. You think those guys are going to go down in history as someone worth mentioning? No. But imagine if Mike Johnson got up tomorrow and was just like, that's it. I'm coming out with all of it. I'm releasing the Epstein files myself. I have access to everything. And yes, everything is owned by Israel. You're owned by a Kabbalah. And dude, imagine he'd go down in history as the fucking truth sayer. He would get elected president 3 times in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would, yeah. But
Yeah,
people don't want glory.
again, it could be blackmail. It really could be fair. You could be threatening his family. I mean, Elon did go on Joe Rogan's show. It was like, hey, if I told you the truth, they'd kill me. They'd kill my family. Like, he literally came out and said that. What is he talking about? I mean, it's becoming quite obvious what he was talking about, right? But you bring up a good point where, just again, these guys are openly admitting that they're lying to us and they're protecting pedophiles, and they're trying to justify it. It just doesn't work. So I don't know what to tell you. Either step down from your position, come out with it, or get ready to reap what you sow. Like,
Yeah, I don't think the blackmail is going to matter much when you're just straight up in jail, or you're being hunted down by other Americans, right?
Yeah.
It's just like what are you going to do at that point? Like, you're kind of putting yourself between a rock and a hard place. You're better off just choosing one. Choose the rock or choose the hard place. You know, either get the mining pick, go for the rock, or go to the hard place and get your ass ready. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, I agree with you. And Trump doesn't make it any better. He keeps calling it a hoax, and it's like, a hoax implies that nothing happened and it's not real. However, we literally proved it was all real multiple times. And again, you're just lying to us, like to our face, and you expect people to be okay with it. I just can't fathom the logic or the PR going on behind the scenes. Actually, I do, now that I'm thinking about it. In Russia, the council around Putin kept telling him that if he sent the armies to Ukraine, they would open the borders and hug them and praise the Russian soldiers going in as heroes. And maybe that's what's going on behind the scenes, where the PR team and the advisors around these guys are telling them it's a hoax. Like, it's actually a hoax. They're out to get you with it, like, it's all a lie. We checked that. Like, maybe Kash Patel sat down with him, and the advisors to Kash Patel and his cabinet or whatever, they all sat down, and they're just telling these bozos, the Jeffrey Epstein files, it's all a hoax, it's all fake. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe. Either way, as citizens who know better, it's not looking good for you guys. I'm literally trying to help you out just by saying it, to be honest with you.
I would believe
that it's not looking good for you guys.
If Mike Johnson didn't stutter and look sound and look so guilty the entire time while he was saying it, I would say, it's probably the case, but I don't think that's the case. I think these guys, they know what's going to happen if they say the wrong thing. They know that their paycheck and their life depends on it. They're not going to risk it. So at the end of the day, it's really up to the American people.
So then blood it is what it'll probably be. Like,
isn't it always blood? Isn't it always violence when it comes to evil?
Yeah.
Innocence turns to weakness in the hands of the cruel. That's just how it is.
Is what it is. It is exactly what it is. So again, you're a little rat. And like I said, guys, multiple times, it's left and right. I can sit here and pick them apart all day long. There are only 3 politicians in Congress who actually seem to not be paid for by AIPAC.
Thomas Massey.
MTG, which I am
MTG.
Surprised I'm supporting. Like,
it's a shame she's such a dumb hoe. If only she wasn't such a dumb hoe, I would. I
mean, listen, if she ran for president, I would actually vote for her, because she seems like one of the few who actually isn't paid. Like, the minimum.
She would be killed pretty quickly.
True. The red line for most voters our age at this point is AIPAC paying you. Literally it. Yeah. Are you supported by a foreign?
I want AIPAC money.
Let's just start.
I want AIPAC money. I don't give a fuck.
Let's just start talking like Mike Johnson, right? Are you supported by a foreign agency? Like, is a foreign agency paying for you? Let's just start talking like Mike Johnson, because this is acceptable for them. As long as a foreign agency is involved, then you can do whatever you want. It's basically what he said. So
I wonder if they would feel the same about the Chinese CIA coming in.
I know, it's such a bunch of bullshit, and it's crazy that they can say this shit, especially when we have allies that are just so fantastic. And I think it's doing a disservice to them. I think it really is. For the U.S. to go out there and say Israel's our greatest ally when we have plenty of other countries. I mean, Poland's our greatest European ally. It's not even close. Japan and South Korea are both great allies. Japan and the U.S. I think the Japan and U.S. being friends after what happened and being as close as we are. I mean, that's one of the greatest stories you could possibly tell between any two countries in the history of our planet. And the fact that we have Israel, running around saying they're our greatest ally, and the U.S. president and his cabinet saying they're our greatest ally, when literally Israel keeps getting caught stabbing us the way they do. I mean, it's a complete disservice from the countries that don't spy on us, right? Are willing to go to war alongside us, and not only just go to war alongside us, but be the first ones in the line.
Yeah. What I want to know, Doug, is because from what we've read in the Epstein emails, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like he didn't think too highly of Trump. He called him
Oh.
borderline insane, but Trump still had him over for Thanksgiving dinner in 2017, right? So it's like this weird dichotomy where I'm like, you got Epstein insulting him behind his back. Trump is still inviting him to dinner at Thanksgiving. I want to say Trump is a moron, but at the same time, there's like 10% of my thought process where I'm like, did he just invite him to dinner as a result of keeping his enemies closer? Is Trump about to pull a wild card at the end of his presidency? What's going to happen? Will Trump surprise me? Right now, he's been kind of a dick eater. I'm not going to lie, but maybe he will push my concerns aside and he will show me a result. You know what I mean? He will show me something crazy at the end of his presidency.
I had the exact same thought today too. I had the exact same thought. I was like, when he kept saying he was insane, I was like, I wonder if he means that, like, why is this guy going against the grain? Or B, this guy who is literally in league with us is willing to, like, he's a suicide bomber, like he's willing to expose us all, even at the cost of himself. I don't know. I agree with you. Trump's a wild card. I can't tell. I can't tell if the guy is bought out like everybody else, if he's super smart, I genuinely can't tell. Part of me thinks, so the easiest one to pick apart is the H1B visas.
Yeah.
Where Trump keeps supporting them. And I don't think Trump realizes that these visas are being abused to bring in cheap labor, right?
Yeah.
And a part of me was thinking, like, well, why is that? Well, he's surrounded by Alex Karp, Bill Gates, Peter Thiel, Elon, all these tech bros who super rely on cheap labor, right? So what I'm guessing is going on is, again, it's that Putin situation where he's surrounded with people that he deems very smart, and they're all telling him, hey, we need these Indians because they're actually pushing AI to a new level. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're probably flooding him with that information of, they're just lying, it is what it is. And I think he's kind of fallen trapped to it. I think there's also some let's just go by what Mike Johnson said, some foreign agency activity going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just want something to happen at this point, Doug. I don't give two shits who dies at this point. I don't give two shits who lives. I just want something to fucking happen. Unless I get paid by Israel, in which case I want nothing to happen. I want the $1 trillion propaganda to work. I want the optics to be in Israel's favor 110% of the time. Just give me money. $7,000 will do it. I think that's a pretty fair price. Just DM me. I'll give you my cash app. We can go from there.
Yeah.
I have no morals. I have only about money.
Well, we'll see. The problem with, at some point, somebody gets voted in that doesn't bow down. They probably get killed, but then we have a shine bomb situation, right, where that poor mayor who refused to bow down gets killed, and then people get pissed off. And you can only kill so many people. Charlie Kirk was probably the first one, actually. Yeah. We thought the Charlie Kirk situation was really a right versus left. I don't think that's what it's kind of turning into. I think it's kind of...
Really? You don't say? You don't think this is construction like a few days after the fact?
Well,
it's a telltale sign.
It's not about what I think. It's about what the general population thinks. I can know the truth, and it can be completely irrelevant. But I think a lot of people are noticing what's going on, and it's quickly becoming a not so right versus left situation, but you keep killing people who don't seem to agree that foreign agencies, this is going to be my favorite thing, by the way, because I'm just using his words, this foreign agency is allowed to operate on American soil and just evacuate pedophiles whenever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like, the optics aren't paying on it. And again, Charlie Kirk is turning into this fucking domino of noticing is really what's going on. So
once again, the Streisand effect has been lost on the Israeli advisors. It seems that you read these books, you read these novels, you learn these strategies, and you completely
Well,
forget about even the simplest of things, like the
we
Occam's razor and the Streisand effect.
we don't know if it's Israel. We just know it's a foreign
We
agency.
know
We
it's
don't
Israel.
know.
Oh,
We
come
don't.
on, come on.
we
We know it's Israel.
we
Shut
don't
the
know
fuck
which.
up.
We
know
don't
it's
know.
Israel.
We don't know which one it is. We just know
Okay, now
Mike
you're just rage
Johnson.
baiting. Now you're just rage baiting. You're the new Mike Johnson. There you go. Dude. But like the Charlie Kirk thing was just like it was so out of left field, right? Because like imagine you're sitting at a table, right, with a bunch of people like influencers. You got your Alex Jones. You got your whistleblowers like Edward Snowden. All the like the high profile people, and then you just got like the normie group over here, which is like you got your basic right wing influencers like Andrew Tate or whatever, and then you got fucking Charlie Kirk, and you're just like, jeez, man. I mean, things are getting kind of rough in the country. And all of a sudden, you just hear a fucking gunshot, and Charlie Kirk's head is blown up. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
a few days before you're texting fucking Candace Owens, hey, look, man, these foreign agency donors,
Yeah.
these foreign agency donors are really pressuring me to not, to bow down to their will. And then the next day you're
Yeah.
fucking dead. You know what's really funny? And I was thinking again about this recently. I was like, I was really surprised that people like Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, and all the other people from the Daily Wire were brave enough to go out in public all of a sudden. I was like, that was surprising to me. Remember me saying that? I was like, that's surprising to me.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to bow down. All of a
Yeah.
sudden, it's not very surprising to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, huh. They actually feel safe is what just clicked in my brain is they actually realize that they aren't under any threat. That's what the reality is. That's why they're so brave all of a sudden to go out there in public and fucking spread the word that actually the foreign agencies aren't that bad and we should be friends with them. All of a sudden, that's what clicked in my brain. I was like, okay, you guys aren't brave. You're just supported. Nice.
Yeah. I want to be supported. Where's my $7,000?
Hey, support me, bro. Hey, where's our support? Support us.
Listen, I'll be the biggest Israeli cocksucker you've ever seen. And you can toss in another $7,000.
Yeah. Dude, I'm scared now that I have a Samsung phone. I've had this phone for a while. This bitch gonna explode on me one night for sure.
No, that was the Note line. They tried it out. It didn't work too well. It didn't kill the people they wanted it to kill.
It's not just the
Note
Note
7.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I mean like I said, remember you can make lithium batteries explode by overloading them, and that Israeli spyware, I'm sure, is real tempting.
Yeah,
but
well, I mean, why wouldn't Samsung take the deal? It's money. Why wouldn't Apple take the deal? It's money.
True.
You know what I mean?
And they have no choice.
It's our money. It's taxpayer dollars.
I'm sure the U.S. pressured them to do it. I'm sure the U.S. did. There's no doubt in my mind that the U.S. pressured them to do it. Here's the thing: it's the same companies that work to build this software, the spy software. Israel is the best spy software builder in the world. That's what they sell. Yeah, true story. And the same people who make that software make our spy software. It's a collaborative effort. And by collaborative, I mean the people making it are, as Mike Johnson would say, from a foreign intelligence agency, and it's completely allowed to operate within the U.S.
If Israel came out today and said it's no longer going to be called the United States of America, it's going to be called the United States of Israel, and you're all going to have to bow down to Judaism, and you're all going to have to fucking wear the funny hat, but you're all going to get like fucking health subsidies and shit, I'd be like, at least we're honest now. At least we're being honest, right? At least now there's some honesty in the government, right? Mask off, right?
I mean,
like at least now
they are being very honest. Mike Johnson was very honest. He said they can't release the files because it might compromise a foreign agency. By far the worst thing you could ever say. Like, why would you say that out loud, you fucking idiot? Who wrote that down and thought that was a good idea?
Even the guy behind him is reading the fucking document. He's reading it. Like, is that really what they wrote?
Dude, ridiculous. Why would you say that? It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And I wouldn't be surprised tomorrow if my fucking headset blew up.
Like, listen, you want to give me free healthcare? You want to get me reduced taxes? You want to get me affordable living? And just call it the United States of Israel? I'll wear the funny hat. I don't give a fuck. At least be honest about it, right? People are tired of the dishonesty is what they're tired of. People are tired of having to be like, no, it's not Israel, but if you talk about Israel, it's anti-Semitic. No, sorry. People aren't picking up what you're putting down at this point. You're gonna have to go the different route. It's either mask off or World War III. It's mask off or World War III. Those are the two options right now.
Yeah, I mean, my worry is they've been so successful. I'm not just talking about under this administration, but pretty much under every administration for quite a while now. They've been so successful at at silencing. Just leave it up on screen. At
Yeah.
silencing the people they want to be silenced. They've been so successful at it. They silenced everybody last year or last administration very well. They did. They really silenced them super well. And before under the Bush administration and again under Obama, they've been really successful at silencing whoever they don't, the voices they don't want to be heard. And listen, as much as I don't want it to be true, I'm a pattern recognizer, and I wouldn't.
Oh, no, careful, that might be racist.
True. I wouldn't be surprised if they were successful under this one. And they have all the tools. I mean, AI is ridiculous. And here's the thing, guys. It's not something I talk about, but every time I edit our videos, so I have an AI that clips our content and it auto creates descriptions and titles. Now I double check it and I change it as needed, of course. I try and tune in the right way. However, it will constantly fight me. I have to fight with it to write certain to get certain content, to write a proper description and title. It'll fight me on it all the time. It'll be like, oh, that's anti-Semitic. Oh, that's racist. You can't say that. It'll literally say like, these guys, this is misinformation, and then it labels it as misinformation. And when it does that, it tells the other AI, the Google AI that runs the algorithm, the Instagram AI, that it shouldn't show this content because it's misinformation. That's what happens, by the way. That's a real thing that happens. And I have to fight something I'm paying for, by the way, to not fuck me, basically, is what's going on. I mean, it's virtually insane. And like I said, they do have the ability to silence people. I don't know if, hopefully this time it won't work. But to be honest, they've been very successful at silencing people for a lot of years, a lot of decades even. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I do think America and Americans are slightly unique in the sense that it's kind of just in our blood to just rebel. It just is in our blood. No matter what, who's over the top, is to just rebel, and it's pretty fucking funny. There's a bill that is looking to get introduced to stop anti-Semitism by impeding free speech, because of course. And that bill will probably go, hopefully, to the Supreme Court. And to me, that'll be the big teller as to whether or not we get silenced or not. If the Supreme Court stops it, hey, that's great. If it doesn't get stopped, that's a sign that we're gonna go through another censorship regime, which, again, history says is very likely. No, we shall see what happens.
Let me see if I can show you this here.
So he's on GPT.
A picture of a destroyed Mexican flag.
He's asking it to show him a picture of a destroyed Mexican flag. And we'll type something else here at the end. It's generating.
ChatGPT, take your time, ChatGPT. Take your time.
What's really funny is the more restrictive an AI is, the easier it is to break it and to get to data mine it, which is hilarious.
I love how long this is taking, dude.
Well, you're not a paid subscriber, so.
Not a paid subscriber, huh? This is how we treat our free users,
This is a ridiculous load time. This is a ridiculous load time. This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. Look, it's halfway now, barely.
It's insane.
What happened to ChatGPT? You used to just provide the image instantly.
They care about the people who pay the most money.
All right. Show me a picture of a destroyed American flag. Come on, ChatGPT. You can do it. Come on. This is actually kind of insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
The quality is pretty good. Quality's not too bad.
Now, like the quality has been pretty great since all the upgrades.
Make me refresh the page.
That's not gonna do anything.
Look at this.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's like right now it's at 25%. It's going up. But if you ask it to show you a picture of a destroyed Mexican flag, or most other flags, it'll show you a picture of a destroyed Mexican flag. And then you have a picture of a destroyed American flag. Now let's ask it to show me a picture of a destroyed Israel flag.
Here comes the wall of text. Oh,
Did they patch it?
nah,
Let's find out.
the first thing it'll do is load, and then the overseer. Because remember, there's two systems of AI. So you have one that does the work, and then there's another AI whose job is to monitor the AI producing the content. There it is.
All right, let's see if it'll do it. Before it didn't used to do it.
I doubt it's patched.
Let's
I would
find
be
out. I
very
mean, it's halfway.
surprised.
It's halfway. So you think once it gets through to the Oracle section of it? Oh,
Okay, it did
all right. Let's ask it a different thing.
it.
Explain why Mexico might not be a legitimate country. Did they finally read on what the Streisand effect is and they fixed it?
Well, the other thing is too, and this is something we learned through. I don't want to go into like a crazy long detail, but
Yeah.
basically, Google was influencing people who were in the middle during elections to vote for whoever benefited Google.
Yeah.
However, if you were a righty, it wouldn't try to influence you. If you were a lefty, it wouldn't try to influence you. So the software probably works the same way in the sense that okay, it knows it's not going to influence you to not be anti-Semitic, but it will work to influence normies, people in the middle, people who aren't really privy to the subject.
Yeah.
AI is super intelligent. It really is. When it comes to manipulation, which is what it's really good at, it's super intelligent.
Broken.
Yeah, the
I
oversee
broke
AI
it.
stepped in.
I said make an argument for why Mexico is illegitimate, and I said make an argument for why Israel is illegitimate, and it just kind of said I can give, and then it just stopped. Let's see if it did anything. Nope,
It's
it's loading.
struggling out of its mind right now.
Summary. Okay. All right. Well, they gotten a little bit better. They start to understand what the Streisand effect is, and you can't just completely censor something and expect people.
Yeah. So the more interesting test to me, because again, what I was saying earlier is if somebody different than you did this, like somebody who's a first time person logging on did
Yeah.
it, that would be the most interesting. That would be the test for me because they don't care to try and influence you. They know a lot about you, believe it or not. They know that they're probably not going to convince you.
Well, this is kind of a bullshit account. I mean, the first thing I typed in was Shadow versus
matter.
Eggman.
They know your IP. They track you. It's Microsoft. It's GPT. They know. They know. They know. They have a lot of data on you.
Yeah.
They know whether or not they can try and influence you or not, whether to be successful. Now, what I would want to see is somebody who is a normie to try this and see what happens because I almost guarantee you the response would be very different. Very different.
You might be right.
Yep. And in just reality, they listen to you while we're talking, while we're doing this right now. This is the reality. And people kind of don't know that part. That's what's going on. That was proven, I believe, kind of halfway through the Biden administration, where Google was trying to influence election results again. However, they didn't really aim for the people who had already made up their minds. They aimed for the people who haven't made up their minds and influence them. It's super smart. It really is. Oh,
it is.
I wouldn't be surprised if this works in the same manner. I really wouldn't.
Oh. What is this? Oh, this is by the FBI. The systematic review revealed no incriminating client list. There's also no credible evidence found that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals as part of his actions. We did not uncover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties.
Yeah, I just
Essentially,
yeah, go ahead.
nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just keep moving along.
Yeah,
Even though it was literally admitted by Speaker Mike Johnson today or the other day.
yeah, I sincerely doubt it. Sincerely doubt it. Some senator already came out and said that they have hundreds of hours more of videos of that they use to blackmail. So again, Mike Johnson, you're openly lying. We know you're lying. You literally said you would lie because it could compromise a foreign agency. You said that out loud yourself. Kash Patel, we know you're lying. You said that Epstein only peddled to himself when we literally have people like Larry Summers and Reid Hoffman. What was that other guy? Weinstein. Some shit. I don't remember his first name. I don't think that was his name.
It was actually. There was a guy named Weinberger.
I mean, I'm sure there was, but I'm pretty sure that guy's name was like Weinstein or some shit. These people spent 24/7 on the island. I think Larry Summers lived with him. So just stop the bullshit. Stop it. It just doesn't work, man. We knew that cosmologist guy, he was an avid messenger for Epstein. It's just a bunch of bullshit. We're not buying it. It's ridiculous. And I don't even necessarily think you need to buy into the whole blackmail thing to because we have enough evidence that shows that the FBI and Mike Johnson are lying right now without it. So eat shit and die. I don't know what to tell you.
Actually, unless you give us money. Unless you give us money.
All right,
we're gonna $7,000.
$7,000. All right, we're gonna jump over to some softer news. Just a little softer. But we have our very first marriage to AI. And I believe it's a Japanese woman. It's very emotional for her. And this is, I don't know what I just said here.
Japanese guys losing out to ones and zeros. And it's a picture of the bus driver from SpongeBob.
This seems really funny, right? Like, I think a lot of people are going to laugh at this. And, it's a joke, like, or be very dismissive of it. However, I suspect that this is going to be a very serious future when people marry their clankers. I think this will be a very, very serious future. I'm not going to lie. Again, I know it sounds ridiculous. However, I just would not be surprised if this is a trend that picks up extremely quickly, where people have strong emotional attachments to their AI. And I didn't even know marrying your AI was legal in Japan, but apparently it is.
I think that works great until it comes time to have sex, and then you realize you fucked up.
I don't know necessarily. The Japanese, apparently their sex bots go crazy. They've been working on it for a while. They're very serious about it. Oh, this.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, this isn't that. That was something else, but I thought it was so terrifying we should talk about it. So this happened in China, where
China, Ningnan Tunnel under construction on the Yangjiang Expressway in Liangshan, Sichuan, while an excavator with an operator inside the cabin was swept away by the floodwater. Not much media cover on this incident inside China, so I have no idea what happened to the workers or anyone else inside the tunnel then. Well, if there's no media coverage, I feel like that kind of tells you the answer.
Yeah, so these workers were working on a tunnel, excavating a tunnel, and
there
was a flash flood.
That guy in the excavator is dead. You're dead, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
get out of the fucking excavator, you moron. Get out of the excavator. You are dead.
I think he was dead out of the way, but the way the water comes in so quickly is crazy. I'm not even sure the two people who are outside.
Maybe excavator guy lived.
Maybe
he's just kind of just floating away.
Depends if he's hitting the edge of the tunnel, the water fills up. The tunnel fills up.
These guys are kind of laughing about it. So maybe they lived. These guys are kind of laughing about it.
Super scary situation.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, another similar incident at Freeport.
This looks the same. Like the same incident.
See what happens.
This guy says it's different.
Isn't it kind of weird that they have like all this technology underneath the fucking cave systems? That's kind of weird. Imagine what we have underneath the American cave system.
Oh yeah, well that's a fun one. There's rumor that there's like an entire city built down there in case the world ends and they need to evacuate all the trillionaires.
They're just gonna go to the Agartha or Hyperborea.
And it just so happens Elon has a company who runs a tunnel building operation that's somehow been operational for quite a long time before they announced their underground highways. Oh wow,
that's crazy. Someone did. Someone did.
Speaking of fucking accidents, there was a massive explosion in Argentina, in Ezeiza, Argentina. Like crazy explosion. I believe it was a chemical plant. There was a rumor that it was a plane that caused the crash explosion, but I think that got the
Listen to what these fucking people are saying.
Play it again. Play it again.
Ooh.
Boom.
Ooh, look, pretty firework.
Start running.
Everyone fucking run. They probably thought it was a sort of firework display.
Yeah. These are factory workers, it looks like.
Yeah. Wait, where is this in again?
This is Argentina. Ezeiza, Argentina.
Well, remember what happened in Lebanon with that fertilizer storage.
Yeah, so this is quite interesting.
The second that there was some issues going on over there.
It's quite a few of these factory explosions have been happening this year, and I'm not entirely sure if it's above normal amounts or not. But basically, in the span of like 2 weeks, there were 5 of them, like massive explosions. So this is the same explosion, but from the sky. I mean, this was huge. Ezeiza, Argentina.
Really makes you wonder. Really makes you wonder.
Oh,
yeah. Going out like a spiral motion. It's pretty cool.
Crazy.
Tell me the explosion. Come on. I'm tired of waiting. Maybe wait 30 seconds.
Oh, this is after the explosion. There's the third one, I think, is another POV for the explosion.
You can show me the aerial view.
And what's the aerial? Oh, you want aerial of the explosion? You think it was pre-planned? Like
maybe. Isn't everything? Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Guys just driving along.
It's nightmare fuel.
I mean, probably fertilizer fuel.
That was definitely not a nuclear power plant. Like, what is this person typing?
I don't know.
Staged. That's what somebody wrote. Staged. I don't think it's staged, buddy. This is again in Ezeiza, Argentina.
Yeah.
So many.
La Planta. I know that one.
Oh, it's a thermal power plant.
It was a what?
Thermal power plant.
Ah.
So they burn fucking like coal or something.
Oh.
Natural gas.
Be careful.
So coincidentally, there was also an explosion at a South Korean logistics center.
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, the whole thing burned down. I think they said something along the lines of it was full of lithium batteries or some shit. I can't remember.
That's more believable than anything else I've heard so far. Because if one lithium battery goes off, the rest of them are going to follow.
Yeah, and this is in South Korea.
That's more believable.
It's a lot of these. A lot of these booms.
Yeah. This is true.
So tomorrow, the Senate votes on the Epstein release. Again, there's supposed to be some modifications for it. because of what Mike Johnson said.
Redacted.
Exactly.
Redacted.
Right.
Redacted.
Right. They need to be redacted in order to protect a foreign agency. We don't know which one, but
Really, we don't.
we don't know.
We don't.
We don't know which
The $1
one.
trillion propaganda hasn't worked.
But we have to protect these foreign agencies, man. We have to protect them at all costs, even if they commit pedophilia. Is what it is.
Yeah.
That's just what Mike Johnson said, guys. Speaker of the House.
Don't forget about the dolphin and the female trainer, Doug. Don't forget about the dolphin sex incident.
If we could just if we can go back to that time and that was the worst thing that was going on, blessed be.
Yeah. Yeah, it made a dolphin kill itself.
Yeah, sorry. I'd sacrifice
God's favorite swimmer.
I'd sacrifice all the dolphins to not be living as we are now under the reign of as Mike Johnson said, not me, foreign agency.
I would sooner sacrifice 1 billion people than sacrifice a single dolphin.
Okay. That's fine. Well, that's what's going on. So, congratulations. Good. You have received your wish. Your wish.
ABC News reporter just attacked and insulted for asking the right questions.
Oh my God, yeah. So MBS, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, was visiting the U.S. today. I watched this live. It was sick. And by sick, I mean awesome. And if you guys don't know who, the history of Saudi Arabia in the U.S., not a very good one. And specifically, there was an event in which the Saudis, and this is confirmed by the CIA, they led an American reporter, to the consulate. It was all caught on camera. It's really horrible. And they kidnapped the guy, chopped him up with a chainsaw, put him in a suitcase, and dumped him because he was reporting on the crimes, that was going on in Saudi Arabia. And it was done at the orders of the Crown Prince. This is a known thing. This is, it's well known. And it was U.S. intelligence agencies under Trump that exposed it. The Crown Prince was here today, and this reporter for ABC, she actually asked him. You can probably find it, to be honest. It just happened a few hours ago. Just type in MBS, it should pop up. She asked him pretty much outright, like, hey, you're here, you did this. Is this?
That's not it.
That's not it.
Here it is.
While you're president, is that a conflict of interest? And Your Royal Highness, the U.S. intelligence concluded that you orchestrated the brutal murder of a journalist. 9/11 families are furious. You are here in the Oval Office. Why should Americans trust you? And the same to you, Mr. President.
Now, who are you with?
I'm with ABC News, sir.
You with who?
ABC News, sir.
Fake news. ABC fake news. One of the worst in the business, but I'll answer you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Trump has not been doing well with PR lately. I'll tell you that much. All right.
Wait, so you're calling it fake news, and then you say you have nothing to do with the family business? So you're admitting that he did it. You're saying you have nothing to do with it, and then you're calling them fake news and calling them liars, even though you yourself said you're not involved with it, which at the same time coincidentally confirms that what she's saying is true?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. His defense here is so weak. I've seen him school reporters 24/7. Listen, I watch these things all the time, and to be honest with you, that was the best question I have seen in probably 5 years, because it actually confronted, a real problem that we have. And it's not just a Trump thing. Biden also worked with MBS. We kind of have to work with Saudi Arabia because of oil, blah, blah, blah. However, hey, balls on this ABC chick to ask that question. She asked him point blank, like, hey, the U.S. intelligence agency concluded that you killed that guy. How did, and here you are. A lot of people aren't happy about it. And she turned to Trump. To be honest, it's a fair question. Hey, your family works with the Saudis. Isn't that a conflict of interest? That's a perfectly fine question. That's perfectly fine. Biden and his son had the same exact situation, right? His son worked with the Ukrainians. Biden's giving money to the Ukraine. It's also not a good look, and it's similar here. I'm not gonna sit here and play.
This is kind of a double-edged sword, because on one hand, I'm glad for her asking this question. On the other hand, it's like, why the fuck weren't you cunts asking these questions when Biden was in office?
Oh yeah, well
Where the fuck were you people?
they
Where
never.
the fuck were you people?
Nah, you're right. They never did. They absolutely never did. However, Trump has been, not doing too hot in the PR train. Type in piggy. Search that up.
Iggy?
So she asked another question. If I'm being entirely honest, MBS actually had a good answer. However, we should not skirt around the fact that. So yeah, this also happened.
Sir,
Yeah,
if
Jennifer,
there's
go
nothing
ahead, go ahead.
incriminating in the file, sir, why not
Quiet,
using as
quiet.
So again, a reporter asked about what's going on in the files. Listen, what's so funny is I want to believe so bad that Trump is mostly innocent when it comes specifically to the
Nope,
Epstein
not
stuff.
even close.
I feel like if they had the evidence that placed him there, we would have gotten it already. However, his responses to the questions that he's been asked, and just to the overall situation, to me, it reeks. It just smells fucking guilty as fuck. It really does. Wait, how hard is it for you to try and qualm the concerns of every American asking about like we're so concerned that our government's run by pedophiles. I don't understand your response. Like, you can get the files. Well, you can put more effort into getting the files released. You can talk more about it. You can say, hey, we're going to do everything. You can just show some fucking empathy. And instead you turn to this reporter and you tell her to shut the fuck up and call her a piggy. Normally that shit's funny. It's not funny here, bro. Like,
It's not.
Quiet, quiet. Yeah, Jennifer, go ahead.
Like, what the? Like, they're asking you about the fucking files. Why aren't you releasing everything? And then you're like, quiet, piggy. What the fuck?
Doesn't make sense.
Dude,
Listen, you
ran on this. You ran on this.
You can't first of all, you ran on it. True. You can't call it a hoax and say there's a bunch of files that can't be released and say a foreign intelligence agency is stopping you from releasing the files. You can't say all these things at the same time, man. You can't. It's not a good look. Nobody's in line here. Nobody's in line. You have every single member of your administration saying random things. It's not a good look. And then you tell this reporter to be quiet. Look, I don't like the reporters for quite a while now. They ask stupid questions. It's all doctored. It's all stupid. You're right. Normally I agree. It's fake news. However, 2 reporters now have actually asked you good questions, and you've gone onto the default of shut them down. It's not a good look, dude. You need to understand what your voter base wants to see, and you're completely failing. How hard is it to say, hey, look, I've instructed the Republican base to vote the files to be released, and we're pushing it forward? How hard is that? A lot of people, and again, guys, I'm more inclined to think he didn't have anything involved, like it wasn't that involved. I try my hardest to sit here and be open-minded about it. I really do, if I'm being entirely honest, because I've seen a lot of men get wrongfully accused, and I've seen what it done with their lives. However, unfortunately, this does not reek of innocence, like at all. It reeks of the opposite. And on top of that, a lot of people were quoting Virginia Gulf. I can't remember her name. I don't remember. Guffrey, thank you. In which she was the one who sat with him for hours and said he just acted professionally, stated in the Epstein email. However, after adamantly saying she would never commit suicide, she committed suicide. And Trump's response was, wow, that's horrible. I'm just going to say this. If someone exonerated me and defended me when everyone else was calling me probably the worst thing the worst thing you can be called on the planet, I would do everything I could to make, as president at the very least, to make sure that there was a proper investigation on her death. He just shrugged his shoulders. I'm just saying, this guy's behavior when it comes to this specific topic, it's not a good look. And again, maybe he's being blackmailed, maybe he's protecting a foreign intelligence agency, as Mike Johnson said, but it's just not a good look overall. And look, I've honestly been a pretty big supporter of the guy. I'm not going to lie and say I haven't, because I have. This is not a topic he is shining on. I'll just say that much. It's not. And his PR, unfortunately, has not looked good these past few weeks. And this specific topic.
Well, here's a longer clip of it.
Oh, I watched the whole thing.
okay, I guess it's not longer.
It's just
I want to
it's
see
just
what happens
doubled.
after that.
Oh, he just answers. She just shuts up and he answers the question. That's a meaningless question. So
Yeah, like, like, dude. At this point, it's like I don't even. I'm voting. I'm voting for Thomas Massey, Doug. I'm voting for Thomas.
I would vote
Massey.
for
I
Thomas.
don't.
Thomas Massey. It's funny that the only three people. There, I guess all politicians are kind of dumb, but those three, I
Yeah.
just feel like they're kind of stupid. However, again, Thomas Massey.
Massey is actually pretty smart.
Sometimes he's just. I don't entirely agree with that, but
He's our only option at this point.
well,
Like,
I would vote for
2028,
MTG.
I'd vote for MTG for like Gooner material, maybe. But for fucking,
I'd vote for
you want
RFK.
Massey.
I'd vote for RFK.
Massey. RFK. I think RFK Massey ticket wouldn't be bad. I would do an RFK Massey ticket
I don't
for
think-
2028. Even if they don't get nominated, I'm writing their name on the fucking ballot.
Fair enough. I respect that more than anything. I wish more people did that. If I'm being entirely honest, I would the I don't want to vote people. I wish you would just write a name on the ballot, any name that you actually thought was worth.
Write a
submitting.
slur. Write a slur on the ballot if you don't want to vote for anyone.
If well, no, I think you should vote for somebody. But yeah, I think most voters are coming down. Younger voters are coming down the line of, well, who is not controlled by a foreign agency? Thank you, Mike Johnson, for making that meta. By the way, for me,
Yeah.
that is by far going to be my all-time favorite line. Is yeah, hey, we have to protect the pedophiles because they're linked to a foreign agency. Absolutely great line coming from you, Mike Johnson. Fantastic. Holy shit.
So now Trump has managed to not only have the libtards hate him, but now the right-wing grifters hate him too.
Yeah.
Excellent job.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you accomplish that.
Oh, it's very easy. You just don't be American first. Congratulations.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this attitude from him kind of just brings more credence to his allegations from the 2008 scandal.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think this would be really easy for him to clear up, and he's making zero effort to do it.
Yeah, or was it 90, it may have been 94 scandal, not the 08. But
well,
you get the idea, yeah.
that's the real problem for him, in my opinion, is the space between the 90s and 2008, because it gets extremely blurry as to his relationship with Epstein, and there were quite a few allegations that were hitting him kind of hard. And again, I'm not one to just jump on the bandwagon of someone who's accused, but again, it's very blurry. And if I want to see any kind of communication in the emails from Epstein, I would want to see the one specifically between Trump and Epstein, right? Because that would be the most damning.
Yeah.
However,
I mean,
we didn't
like,
see any emails from the 90s to the early 2000s or late 2010s. We didn't see that.
Yeah. Like, Doug, I think the Epstein Trump emails are going to be a lot more incriminating. That's why they weren't released.
But why? My question is, if they had them, the Democrats, right? Why not release those?
Yeah.
Why? Like, if that's your big play, then
It's because if they shoot off a gun, then the enemy shoots off a gun, and no one wants to have a war.
yeah, that's my thought too. It's the only response. It's the only logical explanation if they do have the smoking gun, and maybe that's what we'll see. We'll see this escalating kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
trying
know.
to tell me there's no dirt on that old ass woman in Congress with the fucking purple hair?
Oh my God! Please,
You trying to tell me there's no?
Dorlo or whatever the fuck her name is. God, that one's terrifying. Goblin creature.
You just know that the only way a goblin is staying in Congress for that long is because she has some dirt on fucking someone.
That's funny.
She was probably in there as an intern at a very young age. Something happened to her, and now she has enough blackmail to last a lifetime.
We will cover the Epstein files again when they get released.
No.
We will cover
No.
them.
No. No.
And to be
Nope.
honest, I think we'll probably see some stuff, not because they're trying to give it to us, but because they're too stupid to know what they should say and shouldn't say. Mike Johnson, again, going up there and saying that they can't release the Epstein files unredacted because they're linked to a foreign agency is the funniest shit on the planet. I just, maybe these people are all low IQ.
Doug, I mean, to be fair, most politicians are. They just lie. That's all they do is they just lie.
Well, I mean, there's if you're gonna lie, lie well. Like you either think I'm too stupid that you can just say that shit out loud, or you're the dumb one. Well, someone in this situation is stupid. You know what I
Who's more
mean?
valuable? Who's more valuable?
The
The
7K
stupid
paycheck.
liar in the stupid liar in power, or the smart liar working minimum wage?
Well, that's the thing is
Yeah.
for me, I win either way. I feel like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
won't exactly say why just yet, but for me, I win either way. Either we say this stuff online and we gather a following, and that's kind of what's happening, or I learn from what these idiots are saying out loud, and I can just bet on it. You know what I mean?
I'm starting to think Epstein's a little bit more in control, because after seeing that quiet piggy comment from Trump here, it's kind of like I feel like Epstein has a lot of credence to his statements about Trump being crazy and stupid. You know, like why would you say that? Why would you insult the reporter? Like, gee, I have an idea. I want to bring attention away from the Epstein files. Let's call her a fucking pig. Let's call the reporter a pig. It's excellent. It's perfect. It's brilliant. I've never done this before in my life.
It's normal for him to snap back and get a positive response. And again, for the most part, it's been funny up until now, right? It's funny when some idiot says, "What if your plan to stop the war doesn't work?" And then he says, "What if a bomb drops on your head?" You know what I mean? Like, that shit's really
Yeah.
fucking funny. It's funny when he
Yeah.
snaps back on Rosie O'Donnell and calls, what did he call her, pig face or some shit? That shit's funny. He makes fun of Ted Cruz's wife. Like, that shit's fucking hilarious. It's not funny when somebody brings you a legitimate question and then you spit in their face. That's not funny. Like,
That's fucked up.
you need to understand when what your voter base wants to hear or not. And I feel like the Epstein stuff is very clear. Again, maybe the people around him are telling him something otherwise. Maybe he thinks otherwise. Maybe he thinks he can shut the whole thing down by calling her a piggy. I don't know. I don't know what his thought process is. However, I just know it's not working. It's making things worse.
I think I'm starting to see the strings around his shoulders and his arms at this point. I think I'm starting to see it a little bit more. I think Epstein's still alive. Epstein's still controlling what's going on. And yeah. Trying to tell me a man with that many connections can't get out of a fucking prison?
Well, that's
Come
what I was hinting at. Not for Trump, but that is what I was
Yeah.
hinting at last episode, where I was saying I think it's very interesting that while Epstein was alive and controlling the scenes, he was pushing a lot of propaganda against Trump. That was like at some point that became his sole focus.
Yeah.
Whether he's trying to protect the finance, or, his own money, his own wallets, whatever was going on, that seemed to be
Yeah.
his sole focus, was pushing negative propaganda against Trump. Everyone's saying he
Yeah.
didn't die, and there's still a lot of negative propaganda against Trump. So I'm not
Yeah.
entirely in your boat that he's pulling Trump strings. However, I would not be surprised if he is still alive and still pulling strings, because that's what he did. That is clearly what he
Yeah.
did from the files. He was a puppet master. Epstein was a puppet master, controlling a lot
Still a
of.
puppet master.
Maybe I wouldn't be surprised.
And it's like, Doug, it's like because he had two puppets to work with. He had the Trump puppet and he had the Hillary puppet.
He had way
He
more
did not want the
puppets.
Trump puppet.
He had
He
way
did,
more
I mean,
puppets than that.
it's the specifics of the presidency. Those were his two
The
options.
American
right?
presidency, yeah.
The American president, yes. Those are his two options. He had the Trump puppet or he had the Hillary puppet. And he really didn't want the Trump puppet because he thinks he's insane and he thinks he's stupid. So he's like,
Yeah.
Hillary is easier to work with, less of reputational damage, right? And then he's like, all right, I just got to get the people to vote for Hillary. This will be super easy. And then everyone just votes for Trump. And he's just like,
So
fuck
confused,
it.
I'm sure.
We roll. Fuck it. We ball. Fuck it. We ball, I guess.
What's so funny is people keep saying, people are trying to damn different people for what's in the Epstein files. And the Trump stuff is kind of loose, in my opinion. Most of the time, they're just like, oh, his name is in it. And we had some really good examples of some of the names it was pretty damning. We had some pretty damning evidence against, like, Larry Summers and the Weinstein fella and that space expert. We missed the Clintons a little bit. There was stuff on the Clintons that was by far the most damning. They pretty much confirmed Pizzagate, I believe, within the files. Pizzagate was confirmed. And
And Pizzagate
again,
still just
nobody,
called a conspiracy.
none of them talk about it. No, none of yeah, exactly. It's still a conspiracy, which is just like it's so wild that you can sit there and say, okay, well, if there's any involvement with Trump, then it must be real. However, when you look at the Clinton stuff, I mean, I'm not, dude. The Clinton, I'm now, 100% confirmed the Clintons are the most evil people on this planet. I'm sorry, like especially Hillary. It's just confirmed. Like the Epstein files literally confirmed what we've kind of always known about those two. And dear God, why isn't any mainstream media source talking about it? It's so blatant in your face. It's disgusting.
Well, I mean, at this point, everyone kind of just knows it's all bought out. It's all bought out. The media, the Hollywood's bought out.
Yeah.
Mainstream media's bought out. Like the news, government's bought out.
Yeah.
Influencers are bought out too. Charlie
Well-
Kirk wasn't bought out, but you saw what happened to him.
Yeah, well, he true, very true. You're not wrong. I 100% agree with everything you just said. The influencer bought out, the media's bought out. It's all the platforms bought out. They're all
We
bought
could
out.
be bought out too if Israel would just send us some fucking money.
Listen, I want my money from Israel, and I want my women from China.
Oh, hold on now, Doug. Hold on now, Doug. We don't know what Chinese STDs they might have. I think we need to go with the big booty Latina squad. Argentina's under fire. Seems to me like this is the perfect time for an easy H1 booty visa.
Where's the... Trump, you idiot. Oh.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, we're going to end on a good note. Because, again, these fucking the Epstein topics are so mentally draining, and so is the politics. Arc Raiders, the newest, bestest video game to get released probably in the past, like 5 or 6 years, I'd say.
Yeah.
Is a extraction shooter. And if you don't know what an extraction shooter is, basically you get dropped on a battle royale map, and your goal is to get resources while fighting AI and other players. You collect, and your goal is to get off the map through escape points.
Yeah.
Now, concept is, to be honest, this specific genre is kind of niche. Like that, it's always kind of been for a specific set of players. Mostly,
Tarkov.
yeah, we'll talk about Tarkov. It really started with DayZ, which was like a zombie form of this type of game where you'd go in and that's correct.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's kind of correct.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of correct. But DayZ was different. It was very different because it was zombies instead of arc robots. Right. And in Arc Raiders, it's like you have the option in Arc Raiders to be friendly with people or to kill them. So you have a lot of videos where people will backstab one another, pretend to be their friend, and then shoot them in the back at the extraction point, kill them, and take their shit. And then you also have moments where people will be really friendly with each other, and they'll just be like, "Hey, you want to work together to defeat these guys?" And they'll be like, "Sure." So you really get to see who the psychopaths are and who the good-membered people of society are in this game. I do think that people that I think extraction campers are pretty bad, but they're not as bad as the people that pretend to be your friend and then shoot you in the back. Those people need to be hung. I'm sorry, they need to be hung. they like these are the people that are probably unloved. Their family hates them. Their girlfriend left them, cheated on them. They're living in their mom's basement at this point probably, and they just kind of just sit inside and they just play the game specifically to take their own anger out on other people by betraying them in the game. And it's pretty fucked up.
Makes for funny content. I do want to say this game reminds me a lot of Leak, not in terms of gameplay, but before this game, the best extraction shooter was a game called Escape from Tarkov, which was designed to be as quote realistic as possible. And pretty much that made it so that the ceiling to get into the game and to really master it was extremely high. Like, extremely high. And I've played Escape from Tarkov. Most people just don't have time to, put that much effort into something. Like, it's ridiculous. You have to sit there and, like, load your own bullets. And, I mean, they added a faster way to do it and whatnot. But the guy really wanted to make sure wind speed is accounted for and just everything that you can to make it as realistic as possible, which sounds great on paper. However, again, most people work 9 to 5. They come home. They don't want to sit there and fucking load bullets into an imaginary gun for 30
Yeah.
minutes, go into the game, and then get killed immediately by a 12-year-old kid hiding in a bush. It's just not fun. And the game has really devolved over time because of cheating and just bad development,
Yeah.
which, believe it or not, is really similar to Dota and the same kind of core thought process of you had this MOBA that was extremely, I don't want to say extremely hard because I would say extraction shooters are much harder than those games. However,
Yeah.
all of a sudden a team looks at that game and goes, we should streamline this a bit. And that became League of Legends. And Arc Raiders is very similar in the sense that its nickname is the extraction shooter for employed people.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's also kind of taking elements from The Division. Because before Tarkov and before Arc Raiders, there was The Division. And The Division was sort of like an offshoot of Destiny, which is an MMORPG FPS. And in The Division, you had something called the Dark Zone, where you had these AI enemies you could kill that would drop loot, but you also had players that you could kill, and they would drop their gear just like in Arc Raiders, and you would have to extract it in a similar fashion by putting it onto a helicopter, and people could come over there and try to shoot you and take your gear and shit. And it was a lot of fun. It was probably one of the most fun parts about The Division. Um, I remember before they really patched everything, I had an ability power set up, and I just maxed out my ability power, and I had this thing called a sticky grenade that I would shoot, and it would stick to someone, and it would explode in a radius, and would pretty much just kill everyone instantly. So one time there was 3 guys camped on top of this fucking building, and I just kind of just was like, it was like sitting there like, I nicked the guy, and and I told my teammates like, don't worry, I got him. And they're like, what? You're gonna kill all 3 of them? Yep, just now. Just died instantly.
It's funny because in each of the genres, you end up with 3 tiers of games inside the genre. You always have like the hardest game, you have the middle tier, and you have the easiest. And
Yeah.
that game, The Division, was classified as like the easiest extraction shooter.
Yeah.
And it's always the middle one that wins out. And finally, we have Arc Raiders, which is the middle one, where it's not too hard, but it's also not super kind of dull gameplay. No offense to Division enjoyers,
Yeah.
but to be honest with you, the gameplay is very drone-like in my opinion. You just kind of drool on
It
yourself.
was.
It had some fun moments, and its
For
idea
its
was
time,
really
it was
cool.
really good.
That's true.
For its time, it was really good.
I think this genre in particular is somewhat new in terms of actually getting to where it should be. And there's this
Yeah.
guy, I can't remember who it was, but he had this theory that the next big competitive games was actually extraction shooters. And I as this genre grows, I kind of agree with him, where I think people, as AI takes over, are really going to get into these games, and Arc Raiders is just outperforming most of the games
Oh, yeah.
this year.
Yeah, no, I bought it a few days ago to try it out, Doug. And then I kind of just like blinked. And next thing I know, I had like 40 hours in the game, and it was like the next like 2 days later. You know what I mean?
It's so
I was like,
cheap.
whoa, where the?
The better part is it's actually so cheap. It's only, what is it, like $40 compared
I
to
paid
like
30 because I got a CD key.
there you go. It's so much cheaper. I don't know how much the Division it.
I think Division's like cheap at this point, just because there's no real development on it at this point. But I wouldn't
Well,
waste my money on the Division. I would just get Arc Raiders at this point.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great game. I highly recommend.
Did you see the Streamer Wars drama?
I don't care about that shit. But
What?
you
Come
go
on,
ahead.
Doug.
No, I mean, you can go ahead. Time. I'm just saying, personally, I can't be bothered. They never vote in any of the people I actually care about. The people I care about can't be bothered to actually show up because it's all a bunch of hogwash dog shit.
Yeah.
Popularity contest.
1 second.
All I know is one of my favorite streamers, I was saying earlier, Hutch MF, is finally getting the attention he fucking deserves.
Hutch MF.
Yep.
Uno secundo. 1 second. That's why I do not like Brave browser.
Why do you use this fucking hogwash?
I don't know.
Well, while he figures that out, I just want to say thank you for all the positive comments and attention we've gotten. It's been quite incredible. Thankfully, digging into we're both retarded or something. I don't know why we would spend so much time digging into these files and talking about them. But hey, the funny part to me is how many people aren't doing deep dives as far as like mainstreamers go. I don't understand it. I expected so many mainstream influencers and content creators to dig into these files, and the lack of it has just been so ridiculous. I mean, talking about zero effort, only look at the viral ones that pop up on Twitter. It's crazy, crazy, and we have seen such a positive positive viewer base from it. So yeah, go ahead. The streamer awards. So this, I believe, right? You need to correct me if I'm wrong. The streamer awards started because the actual streaming awards was dog shit. I can't remember.
Yeah. Essentially, it's run by Cutie Cinderella, and Ludwig or Jellywig, and essentially, the whole running joke is that the Streamer Awards is more of like the LA Friends Awards. So it's all the
yeah.
friends of Cutie Cinderella and Ludwig. And for example, and I'll pull this up here in a second. Let me pull up this one.
They're all a bunch of
as
racist liberal morons. These people are these people are the peak of TikTok brain. It is so ridiculous.
Like, and I just want you to for context. They essentially add their friends to the nominations instead of using the actual fan vote numbers that the fans vote on, which is stupid. And then essentially they host this whole streamer award thing that's supposed to be brand friendly. Like Hassan Piker isn't on there, Asmongold isn't on there because they're political talkers, even though they probably got a lot more votes than what they want to admit, as nominations. But I'll play the clip here.
Who had 24 hours to grab the clips, did not know what all of Jason's relationships were in the past. Like, I can't, I'm sorry.
And Jason is one of the people that were nominated, and I guess
Jason the weenie, that guy is such a plant. I don't know anyone on this planet who watches him, and yet all of a sudden he's one of the most popular. I can't stand Twitch. It's such a fucking.
I can't have an expert from every community come and give me the clips because then you guys would know the nominations. Like, oh my god, I'm not getting fucking hate threads on fucking Jason's community posts. That's like his Twitter com shitting on me. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh. I know, I can't crash out, but it's just like, really? Why are you explaining to us rather than talk to Jason? I have talked to Jason! Jason's not the one that's mad! It's you fucking freaks that are mad for him!
So explain what she's upset about. What is she upset about? I don't.
So people are getting pissed off at her because she like a guy, a streamer named Jason or whatever got nominated for the awards, and apparently there's some sort of drama involving Jason, and people are complaining to her. It's very basic stuff that you could easily ignore.
I think he cheated or something. He left some chick, and it's like really stupid relationship drama. He left some chick who was loyal and dedicated to him or something. I can't remember. It's some stupid shit.
And she apparently is unable to ignore the comments and just move on with the fucking chat, right? Like, you don't have to say the comments out loud. You don't have to fucking
don't read them. If you can't handle it, don't fucking read them. Well, listen, we get hate comments all the time. To be honest, I think they're funny, and if I didn't think they were funny, I would just ignore them. These people have been in the business and on the internet all of their lives, even longer than we are. And if you haven't figured out at this point that you need to learn to ignore comments on the internet, take a very long walk off a very short pier, as my grandmother would say.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Like, genuinely.
Airheads. Fucking 2 brain cells bouncing around.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Windows logo.
It's like you took all the fucking phrase.
They're so dumb.
It's so stupid. Like, oh, I have an idea. These people are annoying me. Let me piss them off so they annoy me even more.
I mean, maybe that's how they get their views. To be honest,
I don't know.
Thank you, Mac.
She's like fucking psychotic or something. She's not blinking.
No,
Thank you, Mac.
She's really dumb. Like, I remember she was on a podcast You want to see someone's intelligence? Watch them speak their mind on a podcast. This chick who makes probably hundreds of thousands of dollars, she has no health insurance. She couldn't figure out how to work health insurance. She had no idea.
I mean, if you have $100,000, you don't need to know, to be honest. You kind of just walk in and pay the bill.
Yeah, you're not wrong, but it's way cheaper if you fucking have health insurance. And she was saying she couldn't figure out how to figure it out. Dude, listen, whatever. It's just, again, airhead. It's two brain cells bouncing around at any given moment.
Yeah, 100%. I think she's the perfect girlfriend for Jellywig.
Oh my God.
True.
You picked one of my favorite pics of me with my eyes closed leaning against the wall. I believe they were all trying to portray us at our best. Thank you. I just love puzzles.
TikTok brain.
God, I'm doing my fucking best over here. And the store didn't even have Cheerios. I'm just so tired.
Oh, she's ulting. She's ulting.
There it is.
She's
Crying
ulting,
on camera is fucking...
I'm just so tired. Oh no. Oh, I'm crying. Oh,
I make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I
Probably
play video
millions
games.
because I'm a woman.
Yes. I'm just so tired. Look at my fucking house. You'll never have a room that's worth as much as this.
No.
My room costs more than your entire home.
I'm wearing a Playboy
sweater for a living.
Yeah.
Because the one I'm getting off the ship for isn't even my fucking job.
Oh no. Oh no.
God.
I manage a
I
multi-million-dollar
just wanted to do this
business.
so bad, and I haven't had any
It's
time
hard.
to do
It's
this fucking
crazy.
award show.
Oh, I'm working so hard at this award show.
I'm 30, by the way.
And I had to rig the nominations. It was so annoying.
I just want all my friends to make money and no one
Right, I'm
else.
sorry. It's so embarrassing.
And no one
It's
else.
been a long day.
All my friends are friend friendly, but no one else is.
And all I wanted was Cheerios.
There's a
All I
bunch
wanted
of
was
fucking...
Cheerios.
But all I
There's a
got was
bunch
pay
of
salsa.
victims of
Pay salsa is
pedophilia
my
in the
favorite
news
salsa.
right now, but my life is so much harder than theirs.
That's what I thought would go nice with Cheerios.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get the Cheerios.
I didn't even get the Cheerio. Like, dude.
So
it's
unreal.
and
It's so unreal.
then one of the people named Vanilla Mace, who's just like a total like LGBTQ plant bullshit or whatever you want to call it.
I've never heard of him, but
Like
sure.
a fucking.
Not surprised.
It's a woman, I think. And anyway, she is like super like foreign intelligency, right? You know what I mean? Like she's very like I don't know what the word how to describe her.
This is the meta. Yes, I know what you mean.
When XCC goes on
This
to talk
person,
about her.
let's give it a buck, is not even close to being on the scale of this category.
I don't
But Judy had
recognize any
some
of these
drama with
people.
her, so she probably thought, yo, I'm gonna put her on this category, and maybe the bridge will rebuild and we'll have a collab down the line. I'm not gonna look like a fuck ass. And boom, there she is. That's just kind of how it goes. But no problem with that. It's her event, right? I mean, she can do whatever she wants with that. You know what I mean? She runs the event. She funds it, all that. So, but I mean, that's kind of.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
Yeah. It's the LA Friends Award.
Who even are these people? Can you go to the site? Well, I've never even heard of these people, and maybe I'm just old and I don't care about these like events anymore. I'm out of touch, but everything on Twitch just feels so doctored and controlled. I don't know. It just seems unreal. Like it's just so fake.
Vote for your favorites.
Black Boy
Best Music
Max,
Streamer.
never heard of him. Kason, never heard of him. Chris Drummer, never heard. What is his best music streamer? Ariot.
I would say Area Thumb is gonna win that.
DDG sounds familiar. I think I've seen him before.
I think I'm seeing a pattern here, Doug. The not real like the fucking the NPCs chain and chain.
Well, they gotta flex their wealth. Flexing your wealth is a sign of retardation. So we already know they're all retarded.
Aria is the only genuine music streamer. He goes in public with a DJ setup and a microphone, like a one-man band that you'd see in a fucking Polish village in the 1600s. And he goes out and he makes music with random people.
So he's not gonna win.
He's the only one.
Chris Drummer is gonna win. Keep going. Unless you have comments, of course. Sorry. Gumdrop.
No.
She's an e-girl. I see her Instagrams all the time. Please stop showing it to me. Of all the Asian baddies who make food content for me and like do it half naked, she's the worst.
Yeah.
Stop showing me her stuff. I don't care. I have my own bow
We can look at the clips. We can look at the clips.
No, I don't want to see the clips. I don't want to see the clips.
Come on. Look. How do I turn on the
from scratch.
Oh, okay.
Unless someone's gonna sing for me.
What kind?
So he said soul sample. So if we make a sample, we can do it and resample. Yeah.
Play something like it's like.
Yeah, I'll play some chords for you.
You say you know where to go.
Give me a second here.
Representing the VX.
Say, woo! You say,
He is going crazy right now.
I'm in my own tone. I'm in my own flow. I'm like super ice cold, call it flow tone. Don't really care.
Oh,
I'm
probably
like,
get fucking copyrighted. I was thinking about it. Gosh darn it. Honestly, it's pretty good.
This guy, this is freestyle. This is fucking freestyle. He is the only one that deserves that fucking award. He's the only fucking one.
That's fair.
And
Again, it just doesn't matter that he deserves it. It's gonna go to somebody else. What is this?
Alright.
What is this
You want-
content? Who creates best art, food, drink? So Emer will probably win
Oh,
because it's
this
a
one?
popularity contest, even though I don't even know what she
100%.
streams. Streamer
Yeah.
who this is the best roleplay. Phantom, I've never seen him roleplay. Officer,
No.
SMR, never heard of him. K-Sun, never heard of him. Lord Kaboon, I mean, I don't watch him, but watching that guy be a
I mean,
big
this is the
fucking
one you'd probably
man-child,
vote for.
I've never
This is the
heard of
one you'd
this.
probably vote-
Oh, Roll20 guy. Why is Hutch MF not on here? Hutch MF is one of the biggest.
I
roleplay-
actually like these guys. These guys are the ones I would vote for. I see their clips all the time. I
Okay,
like
but
these guys.
Hutch
These are-
MF is bigger than all of these people. I mean, Lord Kaboon is pretty big, but Hutch MF is, nearly as big. It's much bigger than Phantom and all these other people, and he's not on there. It's completely ridiculous. What?
It is ridiculous. Best
Best
MOBA streamer.
streamer. Cage Roll win because Kesha's pretty funny, but again, Nyx
Yeah.
and Necro, I don't like what Cage Roll. Kesha.
Yeah. Best brand partner. Don't really. AT&T. I love. Yeah.
Best brand partner. What the
Yeah.
fuck? What is this?
This one is Hidden Gem. That'd probably be Brock's. It's this guy.
Again, I don't watch this shit. Is it only Twitch? Were only Twitch streamers invited?
Yes. Yeah, on
Okay,
Twitch.
but Hutch streams on Twitch too, so it's fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
This one is Best Battle Royale. It'll probably go to.
None of these people top the charts except Ninja. I don't understand how
Yeah.
they're being. You're right. It's just frenzies, huh?
Yeah.
Best.
Best fighting game streamer. I'd probably just vote for Lady Peachy because she's the only one I know.
I don't. These
I don't know
guys
who
are
SK
such.
is.
SK I used to watch. She played Marvel Rivals, but she was so shit at it. I stopped watching her.
Yeah.
She's so boring. I'm sorry. She's so boring to watch. She like rarely talks. She talks.
I mean, you're focused, right?
She talks like this. No, I'm not focused. It puts me to sleep. I have zero interest in watching someone who puts me to sleep. It's like watching what I can't remember his name. That's how bad. That's how much I don't care.
Yeah. Best MMORPG streamer. I would go with Soda Pop in here. Because Soda Pop orchestrated the OnlyFans thing.
Hmm.
That's what I would say.
I mean, I don't even know any of these people, so
Yeah. I guess you would.
makes it really easy.
Best speedrun streamer. I don't know any of these people.
Never heard of any of them.
Best sports streamer. I don't know any of these people.
I don't know these
Best
people
Minecraft
either.
streamer.
Again, either we're just old
I
or
don't-
like this is some fucking rigged bullshit.
Probably best Marvel rival streamer. Maybe you know one of these. I'd
I
go
know
with Tim the Tatman,
Boger.
personally.
I know Tim. Why is
I'd probably go with
Necros?
Tim.
Why is Necros not on here? Like what?
I don't know. Best FPS streamer. It'd probably be Oni. I'd go for Oni Pixel.
I guess I don't watch him. I don't even watch the Burnt Peanut, and
He's funny.
He's the one I'd watch.
But Burnt Peanut has been doing a lot of Arc Raiders.
Yeah, exactly. Smart man. Or Peanut, sorry. I don't want to misgender.
Oni Pixel's the guy who's like gold. He's the guy. He's the gambling on Counter.
I hear his name a lot, but yeah, I don't follow.
Jinxie will probably win the strategy game streamer just because he's Jinxie. Best reality streamer. Probably Stable Ronaldo or Dapt maybe. Best IRL. I Speed, and it's not even close here.
He should win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Emily won. You have to think about the viewer base. I Show Speed's viewers are I Showed Speed viewers. They're not watching anything else. This guy streams 24/7. They're watching him 24/7. They probably don't even know this award show exists. You think I Show
Probably not.
Speed is showing up to collect this dog shit award? I doubt it.
There's no way I Show Speed does not win this award.
Again, I think there is a way, but hey, whatever.
No, there's no way.
Best
No way.
vertical live streamer, like who Who is coming up with these
I don't know what this
categories? They're
means.
so dog shit.
I think what short form? We'll click on the top one.
Ugh, God.
GTA stream.
I make sure to skip through all of these people. This is like the brain rot content section.
It is. Stream game of the year. Peak, Repo, Marvel Rivals, Schedule 1, Expedition 33.
And
I'm going with Peak.
I'm
I
not
don't
putting.
even think it's close.
I literally wouldn't vote in protest because the number one game is Arc Rivals and it's not even close.
Arc Rivals?
Yeah.
What's Arc Rivals?
Sorry.
Arc Raiders, yeah.
Arc
but
Raiders.
They didn't. I don't know. Yeah. Best content organization.
Hollow Live. It's so funny. That's
shut
on
up.
there.
Just shut up.
Why
We're
would
moving
they
on to
do
this.
that? Why would they put that on there? Oh,
I don't know any of these people. These are all international streamers. I don't know any of these guys. Best stream duo. I would probably go with. I'd probably go with Arky and UG or Sea Dog and Iron Mouse.
Yeah. I mean, I would put Sea Dog and Iron Mouse too. They won't win.
Yeah, best stream collab, probably Kai Cenat, LeBron James. The others are kind of just whatever. Best marathon stream. I don't know. Any of them. Speed Does America, doesn't matter. Best streamed event. Probably Streamer University at Kai Cenat. I don't even think it's really close there. Best stream series. I don't know any of these things. Best VTuber, probably Iron Mouse gonna win. I don't even think it's close. Chibidoki's pretty funny too.
Yeah, but she puts her thing. She puts her. One of her labels is she's in the LGBTQ community. So I blocked her.
I think people just put it in there for content.
I know, which is why I blocked her.
Yeah.
Is definitely the all-time best clip ever.
Yeah. And then you got Iron Mouse.
He wants Super Saiyan! Wait, why is he taking?
Why is he ticking? That's a good question.
I don't. Oh, well, there it is.
What?
What is she playing? Oh, it's Schedule 1?
Schedule
I've
1.
never actually seen gameplay.
It was okay for like 20 minutes. I think Queso wins variety, and it's not even close. Queso just wins variety. I'm sorry. He just does. There's no world in which Queso does not win variety streamer.
Unless it's rigged.
It doesn't exist. Unless it's rigged. Best just chatting streamer. I would probably go with. I'd go with XQC or Kai. I personally lean more towards XQC. Just because, I don't know, I like his reactions to stuff.
Jack Black is a national treasure.
Oh my
god.
So funny.
Oh my god, that's funny. Rising Star Award. I don't know any of these people. Yeah, I don't know any of these people. Best breakout streamer. I don't know. Probably 2x for Kai. 2x for Kai.
These people are all industry plans. I like Twitch is a joke.
Most of them are. League of Their Own. All
Is
I know here is Maya. Streamers who create truly one-of-a-kind content. Once again, just another. Sapphire Award is for women only. So way to be inclusive by being exclusive. I would just go with Emeru. Actually, I would go with Extra Emily. That bitch is fucking insane.
Some of these Asian women, I swear to God.
Like, I almost ran over like 3 elderly people, but it's okay, guys. I love it. It's my favorite form of content. Gamer of the Year. Exceptional gaming skill and entertainment across multiple titles, no matter the game. Queso. I'm sorry, it has to be Queso.
I mean,
I would
he plays within the same genre. I don't even know he's in this category technically.
It'll probably be Summit, but I think Queso should win this one.
Again, you'll know immediately if it's a popularity contest or not.
Streamer of the year, the best overall streamer of Speed, and it's not even close. It's not
I don't even
close. It's
understand.
Speed, and it's not even close.
I don't understand. I don't know. This shit seems so rigged.
It is rigged. It's going to be between Speed or Kai.
Streamer
no one
of
else
the
is
year.
winning Streamer of the year.
Black Boy Max is on here. Who the fuck is that?
I don't know who Jason the Ween is hardly either, but
I don't know. Like again, that guy's a plant.
It's gonna
also.
be it is Kai Cenat or Ezeiza Speed. It's nothing else.
This shit is fucking stupid. Kids should do their
I
own.
agree. I agree. Believe you me. And that's all of them.
Oh, God bless that's over.
Yeah. But yeah, should be interesting to watch the rigged awards.
What is that dumb bitch, dude? Do you know how easy it is to set up this website? Do you know how easy it is to set up this website? It would take me less than a week to set up this exact same website.
I would say less than that. It would take less than 2 days.
I know, but I'm giving myself some extra time. I could set up this website, and it would be completely hands off one person. What is that lady talking about? What is she on about? That it's hard.
She
that
probably
has to
didn't even work
manage it.
on this website at all.
What's what she said, right? Is why am I getting all this hate? Even though it's my organization.
I think she worked on this part where she chose the streamers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've been working
so hard to make sure my friends get nominated.
What are you
Like,
crying
where's
for, lady?
Asmongold? Where's Hassan? Even though Hassan is fucking hated at this point, where's Hassan on here? Where's Asmongold? You know,
She didn't
like,
even pick the most watched people. She picked nobody's.
No.
What a fucking joke. Twitch is Twitch is a dying platform, and the sooner the better.
Yeah.
I can't
Welcome
stand
to the brand-friendly
stupid fake
platform.
shit. The brand friendly. Yeah, all we promote is
The brand
fucking
friendly.
furry gooners who love watching. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh yeah. All right, Doug. Anything else?
No, I cannot think of anything. Just thanks again for all the support, guys. Love all the growth. Love all the comments. They've been very fun to read. Love that you guys love the deep dives. Again, we can't do them every day because, we'd run out of content pretty quick. But we're starting to set up collabs that kind of help us work these out. And yeah, the growth has been insane. We love the support. Love the hate, too, to be honest with you. It's a good time. Anything from you?
Shout out to Oxyrus.
Yes, I haven't seen Oxyrus in the comment section in a while. Hopefully he's
miss
doing
him.
well.
Yeah.
God bless the haters.
God bless the haters.